Hey everyone, it's Wednesday, May 29th, 2024. Welcome to my live working hangout. I went to Value Village on Monday. This is a double receipt. Half price. That's the only time I ever shop at Value Village because their prices are so high. So I've already been listing some of the men's shirts, but I have 2 bags left to detag. So I thought I would show you the women's clothing especially. And then I wanted to show you the food processor that I bought. And I also wanted to share some good family news with you. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you're here. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if this is the kind of content that you like. Hey Tammy Watt, I'm so glad you joined me again. I did get your message. I was curious, Tammy, you said you were going to be listing today. What kind of items are you listing? And Craig is already asleep and I just started the show as usual. Wake up, wake up. All right, so it says I spent $201.46. I bought 78 items. At least 40 of those items were men's shirts. So over half of what I bought were men's shirts. I was really lacking in men's shirts, so I was glad I found them. I found some 6XLs, some 5XLs, and I did buy one food processor. So when I take the food processor away, I think I spent $2.60 per item. Although I have already had to discard 2 men's shirts because of flaws that I missed. So that's kind of a bummer. But I bought them. I include them in my cost of goods, and that's just how I do it. Maybe wrong. I don't know. Plus size ladies, blouses, men's shirts, and whatever else I grab. So mostly clothes, Tammy. I do all clothes except for I just added appliance parts at the end of December, the end of the year. So. Okay, well, that's good to know. All right, let's just get this food processor out of the way so I can move it out of the way. So I paid $780 for this machine. It's a KitchenAid heavy-duty food processor. So I can get 1, 2, 3. I can get the feed off of this. I can get 4 parts at least. Possibly will sell the work bowl lid separate. I got to see what's available, but $7 something is a great price for me because I can't find anything for that price right now. It's got these huge foot pads on the bottom, so I'm hoping I can get those out. I don't know. They don't have holes, so oh yeah, they're coming out just with my fingers. So I'll sell those. I have been selling feet recently, so they are selling. That's an extremely heavy food processor, and it's got a really thick cord, so it's probably vintage. Ooh. Let's see what I got in here. I got to take tags off, guys, because tonight I need to measure. I need to measure. Okay, hold on just a second. I left my staple pull in the other room. I'll be right back. I left my staple pull in here. I left my staple pull in here. Okay, well, they're not in the living room, which means they are in this container where they're supposed to be. They're just covered up with binder clips is the problem. Here they are. Yeah, I have 2 of them. I have a spare because I brought them over to my photography area before and lost them. They've fallen behind I use a kitchen island over in my photography area. It's really great because it's got a place to hold paper towels, and on the end it's got a place to hold all my spot removers and everything. It's got drawers and place downstairs. We had a really small apartment with just very little countertop, so we We bought this kitchen island to give us some countertop and storage, and now I'm using it. It's awesome. Hey, Mike, how are you? $8 for a KitchenAid is a great deal. Yeah, I think so. I don't think I have any KitchenAids listed right now. In fact, I have one coffee maker on my dining room table that's been sitting there forever and it needs to be listed, but I'm out of room for carafes and also for this work bowl. So one of the things I need to do tomorrow is try to clear a shelf, at least part of a shelf, so I have more room. My appliance parts are not selling as well as they were in the beginning. So either I'm not picking them up the right ones, and I put everything on best offer. Um, I don't know. I'm just not getting as many sales on appliance parts as I was. So go figure. So I'm going to talk about, let me tell you my good news. So my mother has leukemia. She's had it for like 30 years, and she went through an experimental study at MD Anderson because her leukemia is very rare and they don't know a lot about it, and it involves a lot, this study. But what it does is it provides her basically free health care for her leukemia. And she was every time we go to get her numbers done every year, it's always, stress. And she hasn't been feeling well lately, and she was afraid that her numbers were not good. But I just got a text message from my dad a few minutes ago that the numbers were great. So my mom is a rock star. They have put her through so much, but she will help. She's helping herself and she's helping people who follow her with this type of leukemia. And I'm so proud of her. And she's just done so well. I think she was on chemo pills for like 3 years. And it's like it was an experimental drug, and it has obviously done the trick. So we're really happy. She's been cancer free now, I think, for 4 years. They've considered her cancer free. So, all right. Thank you, Tammy. Yeah, we're real excited for. Oh, let me put my banner there. So if you make a sale during the show, let me know and I will play the new Cha-Ching song for you. Maggie got it played for her the other night. Oh, speaking of that, Monday I went live. Maggie and I went live for a hangout, and about 20 minutes in, my internet went out. My hotspot went out, and I couldn't get back in to end the show. And I apologize to you guys that were in here because I don't know how long it played, probably like 30 minutes. But it did time itself out. I thought it was just going to keep playing, but when I went back in there later, I think it stopped at 30 minutes. So that's good to know. Hey, Carol, good to see you again. Welcome back. All right, so I'm going to talk about why I got these things. One of my favorite things to get at Value Village is women's sleepwear. I get a lot of it at my Honey Hole for $1, but they didn't as much this time, but in the past couple of times I've gone to Value Village, they have a whole row of wonderful, like I got Land's End pajama sets, I got Monkey pajama sets, and even if they're larges for like Land's End, I buy them anyway. So I was hoping it would happen this time, but I got a few. But I really like those pajama sets. I really do. And they sell. I think I've sold all of them except one of those Land's End. Okay, this is Secret Treasures, large, extra large. I sell this all the time. This is the weekly sheep. It says weekend. And what I loved I have this one, I sell it all the time, but this one, the graphics are especially great. There's absolutely no cracking or fading on them. And I list it as a gown, and I also list it as a top because some people consider that a top, but it's below your knees. So I list it I put both in the title. Some of these may be like separated. I try to tie them together, but I noticed the guy was untying them. So another thing I like about Value Village is that they put 2-piece set on the pants, and so they won't charge you for the pants. Whereas at my Honey Hole, I have to pay separately for each piece. I try to tie them together to get them to run them through, but a lot of times they catch me and I have to pay per piece. So another Secret Treasures, extra large. I've sold this one before. It says Foxy. This one is a top, sleep top. And these are super soft. I've been selling them in my Posh auctions lately. I've been doing Posh pajama auctions. So here's a set. So I'm going to have to take 2 tags off. So how's everybody doing? How's everyone's sales? How are things in your life? I was caught in another rainstorm yesterday, windstorm. The winds were very high when I was driving. It was freaky. I'm like, why are we are we going to go through this again? And a lot of the people in Houston did lose power yesterday, but our neighborhood did not, and luckily we will never lose power again because of our Generac, but I did see a lot of people lost power. This is Liz Claiborne extra large. So these are pants and a top, paisley. Uh, and so what I do is I hang the pants up on the wall where I hang my dresses, and then I put the top on a mannequin kind of to the side in front, and that's how I photograph them. But speaking of photographing, if you are not busy Monday night at 8 p.m. Central, Maggie and I are having another tag talk. It's been long overdue. This one has the collar, so it's gonna when it gets steamed, it'll look a lot better. But good shape. So our tag talk theme, we've been doing a series. Last time we talked about how we process everything before we photograph. This week is going to be how we photograph clothes and all kinds of things about photographing. For me, that's gonna include how I hang my items up on my Z rack, because I hang them up in a certain way to make it faster when I photograph. Maggie's also going to be talking about photographing media, because she sells media on Amazon and eBay. So if you are not able to join us, if you would watch the replay, I think you'll learn some good information. Tammy says, I like Value Village, but I have to go to Atlanta to get them. Our Value Villages are just way too expensive. I lost power again yesterday. So annoying. Oh, Kimmy, you got stuck in that. Good to see you, Kimmy. We need to get together, have dinner. Do you have it back though? I guess, Kimmy, right? You didn't stay out for long. If you want a Generac, hit me up, Kimmy and Goose, because my guy is really good and he's up in your area. My sales are still not up, but I guess that's to be expected with me just starting back. But I'm just listing. I know sales will come. Yep. Oh, hey, Anissa, how are you? Listening and cleaning that Airbnb, I imagine. Yeah, my sales are great, and I'm hoping I can surpass March. I don't think so. I probably have to make another $600, maybe $700 by Friday to hit that. And I might. I mean, I've had some over $300 days, so we'll see. Okay, here's another set. I don't know. I just like sets because a lot of these pajama tops originally had bottoms, and they do sell by themselves, but it's nice to have the bottoms to offer. So for this set, it was listed for $720. So I paid $760 for that. I mean, not $760, $360 for that. But again, when I averaged everything out, it was what did I say, 60 per piece. So I think I've sold this before too. This is Secret Treasures extra large. I wish these were a little bit bigger, but extra large is a good size. I included in my plus sizes. I don't know, Tammy, do you sell extra large? Because extra large is a very popular size in my store. So I go ahead and include it on all my silent auctions. So I wanted to talk a little bit, update my silent auctions. So my silent auctions, after Sidekick worked on it, they seem to be working again since we talked the other day. And so today I had an offer on Poshmark for 7 tops. And she said, I am a repeat buyer and I attend all of your silent auctions. I'm making this offer based on what you normally auction your items off for. And she said, I hope that you will consider my offer. So I did. I sold 7 tops, and yeah, it's not what I want to get for them, but they're gone. And that's the whole point of these silent auctions. You want to make sales during them, but sometimes you make sales after. So, and it gives them more, they see something they want, and then they go out of the auction and they look more in your store and take their time. And I think it's bringing sales. But again, my Poshmark's still not where it needs to be. It's just not. The wind was bending our trees almost in half. The wind was not it. I've never seen wind like this. Kimberly, it's not normally like this. I don't know what happened yesterday. I was like, is this going to be a repeat? Because I was driving down Memorial, and I don't know if you go down Memorial, but it's just all these trees, hanging over the road. And I'm like, I was so scared trying to get home. I have a honey hole here, and I went a few days ago, and the guy told me I could get all of the clothes I wanted for $16. I filled my Prius up. Wow, that is awesome, Tammy. Hey, Adam, how are you? Thanks for joining in. So, for those of you who did not see my Sunday night show, I split it into 3 sections, 3 chapters, so you can skip around. The first part was about the tornado that I was in, and also about our neighborhood, the derecho that our neighborhood was in. The second part was how it affected my business, what I did to keep my store afloat. And then the third part was about recovery, what we learned from it, what we're going to do next time. And so if you haven't watched it, it's been pretty well received so far. Go back and watch it. And I try to sell large and up. Okay. Large and up. Okay. Glad everything is working again, Beth. Crazy year. It is absolutely a crazy year. Yeah, so Tammy, like I get larges in things like Lori Goldstein, Land's End, Flying Tomato, trying to think of other brands, Leoma Lovegrove, those items like that are pretty hot in my store. I usually will get a large, but not usually a medium. Yes, Beth, cleaning Airbnb. Just had my second Mercari sale. Mercari 2, eBay 0. Woohoo! Well, look who showed up. Lag. You're going to give me a hard time today, Lag. Thank you for coming. Hanging in. I had to walk a lot today to get to my dentist appointment. Glad it was only 70 this morning. It was hot out there today, but there's a nice breeze, and we are supposed to have thunderstorms today. Kimmy, I don't know if it's raining yet, but it was supposed to be around this time, but now they're pushing it to later. Because I look on the radar, and there's nothing on the radar, so... Okay, this will sell really well. This is Liz Claiborne, extra, extra large. It's a nightgown. This will sell no problem. Now, I don't know if I've ever admitted this on air, but I used to sell women's lingerie when I first started eBay. And not just like a negligee. Like I was selling like the really hot bustier type shapewear negligees and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just like them. Okay. And they had a lot of them at Value Village when I went, and I was looking at them, I'm like, do I want to get back into that again? But I didn't really find any that were in the size I wanted. And if they were the size I wanted, they weren't in that great a shape, because you want that stuff to be in primo condition. But it gave me something to think about in the back of my mind, that I really enjoyed selling that kind of stuff. I don't want to say it's trashy, but yeah, some of it was a little trashy. And I don't know why I stopped. I guess I just couldn't find it anymore. I don't know, but it was just a little light went off going ding. Us larger women, we want to look sexy. We want to, and I never really thought about it before. I sell all these nightgowns and robes and stuff, but White Stag 2X, 3X. This is like cocktail drinks. And this would be also a night shirt, but I will also put gown. And on these, I put my little dress length photo that I put with dresses so that they can tell about where this will come on their legs, even though it's not really a dress. So people find that helpful. Almost dinner time. I can trust you. Really? Okay. Here's everybody. Can I trust him? He's just listening. I'm going to try not to say anything that you'll comment on. But I don't know. Not raining here yet. We already have a pond near our beehives from all the rain. Oh, I didn't know y'all had beehives. Oh, Barry would love to know that. He's a beekeeper, so I'll need to tell him you have beehives. All right, here we go. Let's see what else we got here. Tonight is going to be, I told Jania, said I'm not doing anything else tonight, just measuring. Gotta get this stuff listed. 1X Miss Elaine. Okay, I love Miss Elaine. If you ever find it, it's a good seller, but I actually love it in the plus size because this will not take long to sell at all. Usually I find them in medium and larges. I quit picking up the mediums though because all my mediums have gone on 40% off. So no sense listing it at 40% off from the beginning. I got more than I thought I did. Um, okay, another miscellane. Now this is an extra large. Miscellanes look almost all the same. They do. I do have robes, miscellaneous robes that sell really well. Okay, we got another set here. Not looking forward to all these buttons though. But boy, have I been buttoning men's shirts. Ugh, gosh. I actually have my first men's shirt silent auction coming up this week. I've never done that. I don't know. I thought, well, maybe men's partners go in there and buy shirts for their partners or something. Because I don't know. Do men watch silent auctions? I don't know. Um, if you are interested in trying Sidekick, they have a 7-day free trial and they have a 30-day free trial. And then if you decide that you want to join, I would go to Crystal and get her referral code. I can give you my referral code, but I'd rather give it to Crystal because Crystal's doing a lot of videos for them right now. And I just appreciate her sharing all the information. So let's give Crystal some love. So what is this? This is flowers. And it doesn't have the brand on the pants. I don't know why that is. Gosh, what is the deal here, Beth? Hanes, 3X. Now, I almost didn't get it because it was Hanes, but it's a 3X, and people don't seem to care the brand if it's cute. Same with men's. I sell cheap men's shirts that are 6XLs. Men don't care. If it's a pretty shirt and it's going to fit them, they buy it. They don't care the brand. So Goodfellow, George, those are cheap brands. I sold some well-worn shoes just to see if I could. That was my trashy sale. Oh, you're a little closer to 1K now. Yeah, I'm about 980 something, 82, 83, something like that. It goes up and down. It fluctuates. I've gone in a couple of live streams and talked and thinking maybe I would get some sales. I moderated a live stream for Lindy Glenn the other day. And there were a lot of people watching. And I thought, wonder if I didn't do it for that reason. But after the fact, I thought, wonder if I got any subs from that. And I didn't get one sub. So I was kind of surprised about that because there were a lot of people in that live stream. Women Within 1X. And this is just another. Now, this is a top. And I've sold this, I don't know how many times before. We have 5. They are at the edge of our property. Had them for 2 years now. I didn't realize that. I don't know why I didn't know that. I'm joining Sidekick later today. Okay, be sure you use Crystal's referral code or my referral code because you get something. I don't know, knocked off your first month, and then whoever's referral code you use, we get a perk. I don't know what the perk is, but we get something. You're following me with all your 15 channels. Thank you. I saw you made it big time on Lindy's. Oh, you saw me on there? Yeah, well, you need a referral code. Okay. Hold on. Let me see if I can find a referral code for you. I don't even know where it is, but I know it's in here somewhere. Yeah, that I don't know what happened. Lindy was getting there was some guy in there that was making, she sells nuts, okay? He was making some, but he was going over and beyond on his comments and invite. Okay, here's my referral code if you want it. I'd prefer you use Crystals, but 498103. Did I type that in there? 498103. That's my referral code, Tammy. And if you can get a hold of Crystal and get hers, like I said, I prefer you give it to Crystal. Thank you, Lag. You said something really nice. Thank you. So anyway, when I was in high school, you were supposed to be 16 to get a job, and I was 15. And so my friends and I went around the mall trying to talk people into let us get a job. And the only place that would let us work there at 15 was the Nut Hut. Okay. It was a little kiosk in the middle of the mall that sold nuts and candies, you know, and I would get some really obscene calls all the time from people, men usually, um, because I worked in the Nut Hut. Secret Treasures 3X. Today's good mood is sponsored by coffee. This will sell really quickly because it is a coffee related item, and also because it's like one I would consider that one graphic. Whereas if it's like all over print on coffee, it will still sell, but it will take a while. I don't know why. That's what I've learned. That will have no. Okay, I finally got a moo, and I love selling Anthony Richards moo because they sell. They sell for me, and this is a size 2X. Now I don't really care for the color. Me, Valerie, Patty, and Maggie are going to be wearing moo when we have our roper romp. 2X. I've sold this one before, but not in the black and white. And I don't think this is probably going to be as popular just by the color. But normally the purple ones, the green ones, the red ones, they sell faster. But I wasn't going to pass it on Moo because I've been having trouble finding these dumb things. This is a 2-piece set. Okay. Black and white stripe. It originally had $6 on it for the set, so I'm going to pay $3 if it was just buying it like that. Are y'all savers and value villages expensive as mine are? Like $25 dresses, $25 men's shirts. I almost bought a Torrid swimsuit for $9 because it was originally $18, because Torrid swimsuits are some of the most well sold swimsuits right now, and they sell for really good money. But I just it was going to make my cost of goods go up, and I was like, nope, it's not worth it, so I didn't buy it. But look for Torrid swimsuits. Real Essentials 1X. So this is just a basic striped top, and then it's got the pajama pants to match. So I don't know. They're soft. I would wear those. Okay, we got some men's shirts here. I'm probably just going to pass on that. How much do you get for the moo-moos on average? $15 to $30. Well, the Anthony Edwards, is that what it's called? Anthony Richards. Anthony Edwards. He was on ER. Anthony Richards, $15 to $25 usually, plus shipping. I charge shipping. They don't sit around long enough to go into my heavily discounted. Okay, I will show this men's shirt because Bridget helped me to make sure this wasn't a V-Row. This is a Tesla 3XL men's shirt. A really classy black with the embroider Tesla. And I was afraid that this might be V-Row. I don't know, something screamed V-Row to me. So I quick messaged Bridget, and she looked it up, and she said it wasn't on the V-Row list. So I'm excited about that one. I don't know how much I didn't comp it. I don't comp anything usually, except sometimes I comp machines, but I don't comp many clothes. All right, this is one of the 2 bathing suits that I bought. It was originally $3.60, so I paid $1.80. 50, 60, 78. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, $1.80. I don't even know if this is a full bathing suit. It may just be the top. Yeah, it's a top. So that's just a little bit more than I paid, but it's a Lands' End 18 long. So, you know, hey, $1.80. I'm not going to pass that up. Paisley. We have no savers or value villages here. Well, you're not missing much except for half price day. I always get jealous of the Pudgy Picker. She lives in Ohio, I think, and their savers has half price day once a week. Man, I would be down there. Let me tell you, I'd be down there that would probably be my new honey hole. It's easier to find things there because they don't have everything so mixed up. Like at my honey hole, everything's mixed up. They do have a men's section, and a children's section, but like they don't have the sizes together. And at My Value Village, they try to keep the sizes together. So it's a little bit like I can just skip the smalls, mediums, and larges. I'm sure there's some plus mixed in accidentally. Croft Barrow. This is a dress. Croft Barrow has just taken off for me. Men's and women's Croft Barrow is selling. This is a t-shirt dress. Wasn't going to pass that up at all. Oh, this was listed for $5 originally. I like to get my scrubs at Value Village because I can get my scrubs there anywhere from like 80 cents to $2.50, but they didn't have any scrubs that were anything I wanted, so I didn't get them. Okay, Dreams Company, No Brainer, 1X, one of my other favorite things to sell. I don't have a reseller box for anybody this month because unfortunately I had to tap into that to have enough inventory to list this past month because I ran out. I haven't been thrifting. Monday was the first time I've been thrifting in 3 weeks, so I felt bad because some of that stuff was pretty good, but until I get my inventory back up, I cannot offer reseller boxes. What is this? I'm always afraid I'm going to make a hole. Okay, this was selling for $360. Then they marked it down to $180. So I got this for 90 cents. This is why my cost of goods went down so much. So this is a bathing suit top. Yeah, it's a top. And it's got all these crisscrossy things. But let's look at the brand. See, I don't even know what it is. Gaiam. Gaiam is extra large, but for 80, this wasn't gonna pass it up. 90 cents. It's cute, and I don't know. My bathing suits need to start selling because I think I have about 80 bathing suits for sale right now, and I'm getting a little panicked that I made a mistake. But about halfway through it, I switched to plus size only bathing suits, so hopefully people will start buying them now. In fact, I need to get a bathing suit. We were swimming the other day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need a bathing suit. And so I'll probably go out there and pick one. I just want to make the money, but I need one. Okay, this was originally $5. Woman within 3X. This is a dress. It's a very pretty color. Long t-shirt type dress, polyester. I can't wait to list things other than men's shirts. I'm so sick of, I've been listing men's shirts since Monday. And I'm tired of them. This had $4.80 and then it was marked down to $2.40. So would have paid $1.20. That brought my cost of goods down. Because I did pay up for a couple of things. And by pay up, I mean like maybe $7 or $8 and that's it. I can't pay up that high. Yeah, there was a couple of men's shirts that I got that were worth more, so I paid more. But I'm just trying to get the men into my store, and then they can buy whatever they want. I do have men that are bundling, so gosh, this is so stuck on here. I saw several at the Goodwill the other day. I will check them out. Oh, yeah. If you're talking about muumuus are awesome. Our Goodwill does half off one color and 99 cents another color once a week. Usually when it gets there, there's nothing good. What I don't like about that, Anissa, is I don't want to take the time to look at the tag color. Sometimes they're hidden. That's why I like my Honey Hole, because everything's the same price, and I know what I don't want to spend my time looking for the color. And you're right. Most of the time they either don't have that color or the stuff is trash. So, they have their way of, they're doing exactly what I'm doing. I'm moving my stuff out after 6 months, and then I'm moving it after a year, and then after 2 years. And so they're doing what I'm doing basically. At our Goodwill, we have half price color of the week, but on Monday, the color of the week is $1.25. Don't you hate just looking for that? Do you only sell plus size scrubs? Usually, unless it's a character from like a cartoon or something at Disney, then I might go down to a medium or a large, but not usually a medium. Okay. When we went to Nashville meetup, I thought of you. Thrift stores packed with appliances and clothes. We flew, so I had no room, but next year you should go. I would love to go there. That's one of the things on my bucket list. Chico's 3. Look at that. I've sold this before. It's an extra large, and I've sold this before, and I've sold it in blue too, I believe. Very rarely get Chico's anymore. Got to really be something that I know will go. Man, I'm so bad about taking out staples. I have made some holes. All right, Lily Fermiana 2XL. A lot of people will disagree with me, but this dress, I've sold so many Lily by Fermiana dresses. Now, they don't sell for a lot, but they're very comfortable and it's very slick and cool, and it sells for me. But like I said, not a whole lot, but they are popular in my store. So I didn't really care for that color. I thought it was kind of drab, but I'll pass up Lily Fermiana in that size. Jones, New York. That's another one that's been doing well. Chaps has kind of gone down, but maybe because I don't have that much left. Because there for a while, Chaps was just going crazy. Right now, Croft Barrow. Okay, this was $8.40. Then they marked it down to $4.20, and then it was half price. This is a 2X dress. Really, really cute. Jones, New York. Kimmy, I don't know if you were in here when I shared that my mom's leukemia numbers were awesome today when she went to MD Anderson. We're so happy. Okay, here's the other one I've sold over and over again. This is a Secret Treasures coffee pajama top. This is one of the only all overs I pick up. It's a 2X, 3X. It's coffee. I sell it all the time. No problem. People love their coffee. I love my Diet Coke. Need to get my nails cut. I need to get a manicure. Oh, I did get another. Now, this is an actual swimsuit, I think, because I see the crotch. Oh, this is a one shoulder, one strap, one shoulder. I got to figure out how to describe that. I got it, man. It was marked down to $4 before the half off. Let's see there. That's a swimsuit. So let's see. It's probably Catalina. Yep. No. Miracle brand curves. I don't think that's Miracle Suit. I need to research that because Miracle Suit is so hot. I can't keep them in my store. And they usually sell for about $50 plus shipping in my store. And it says Miracle brand. So I need to find out if Miracle Suit is made by Miracle brand, because if it is, I should be able to get about $50 for this. So that's something I got to research. Can't keep those in my store. Had one returned though for fit, which I've never had a bathing suit returned for fit before. But it's okay. I've got more. I'm selling more bathing suits, so I'm gonna have returns. LuLaRoe 3XL. I probably shouldn't have bought this because I can get this all the time, but I like the pattern. I've never sold it, but I do get the LuLaRoe t-shirts a lot. So that was probably a mistake. It'll sell. There's something seersucker here. This may be a, what is this thing? It was marked down to $2.60. So I paid $1.30. It's by Marisol. 1X. It's like, my grandma would have called this a duster, but it's a robe that you wear around the house. It's a full zip up seersucker. Probably has pockets in the, it has pockets in the front. My grandmother called these dusters, but I know that's not what they call them now. A duster now is more of an open uh, overlay type top. So I'm not going to put duster in that. Might put robe, house dress, loungewear. Okay, we are done with the first bag. That's the other thing. At my Value Village, they will not let me take the cart out. And so I had 3 huge bags, one which had the food processor in there, which is very heavy. So I said, well, how am I supposed to, I said, you're going to have to hold my bags at the register because I can only carry 1 bag at a time, and barely 1 bag at a time. And he's like, and he just kept laying them on the counter. And then he tried to put them in my cart. And I'm like, sir, I can't take these out. You won't let me take the cart. So we got a manager to take the cart out for me. So that was good. But, I wasn't going to set my stuff in a cart and let somebody steal them, in other words. I may be going to the flea market soon, Kimmy, because I need appliances so bad. I canceled my trip to Austin last week, and I was going to get a lot then. Okay, this is a 1XL maybe. That is an interesting pattern on these pajamas. Let's see what the brand is. Secret Treasures. It's like a vintage Secret Treasures. It says 1XL. So I think I can put vintage on that. It's kind of a short top. I'll probably mention that. Somebody reads measurements. So, all right, where's my other bag? This probably has some more men's shirts in it, which we can skip. All right. Yeah, it's a men's shirt. All right, this is Rocawear 2XL. I got several Rocawear shirts. They don't sell for much, but this one looks like it's never been worn. It's very starchy, and I don't think anybody's ever worn it. I may put new without tags on that one. I got several fishing shirts, with the ventilation flap. A couple of them look like they were worth some money, and then a couple of them, like the Magellan, wasn't worth very much. But I got them anyway because they were like 6XLs. And this is a Redhead 3XL. I've sold Redhead, and it has the flap in the back. So it's more of a burnt orange. It's got the ventilation in it. I wish I knew if it was wicking on it, though. I can't tell. I don't think it does. 3XL. God. I'm going to make a hole. I know it. This is a Knightsbridge 3X. And this has like a martini glass and flowers, short sleeve, button up. I don't get very many long sleeves. Thanks, Lag. Bye. Thanks for coming. Are you having any luck with Chico's Traveler's Tops? I just picked up 3 yesterday. Well, I'm only picking up Chico's in a size 3 and up, which is an extra large and up. I mean, the Travelers don't sell any more than they're not any more popular for me than my other Chico's tops. But the pants, the Traveler's pants and the skirts do pretty well. Be sure you don't put liquid knit, though, Tammy, because that is copyrighted by Susan Graver. You can put travel knit, but not liquid knit. Even though it is liquid knit. You will get that taken down, supposedly. I have not had any taken down. I've tried to catch them all, but thank you, Maggie, for letting me know that that's a copyrighted term. Liquid knit. Never knew that before. Okay, so this is a George 3XL. I saw these all the time. I think you can get George at Walmart, right? I'm going to sell them all the time. Men don't like to go shopping, do they? Like, I don't think so. I picked the wrong shirt to wear. It's my favorite shirt like right now. It's Hakuna Matata. It's super soft and stretchy, but it goes down a little bit. Yeah, thank you. Google says Miracle Brand and Miracle Suit are not the same company. I kind of had a feeling because I could kind of tell. Tammy, thank you for researching that for me. I could kind of tell by the quality because Miracle Suit is usually a heavier material and it's more modest, I would say. And I don't really feel like Off the Shoulder is like it's not the type of suit I would think a Miracle Suit would have, but I got a chaps here from a men's chaps. It was listed as $9.80. It was sell for $9.80 and then they marked it down to $4.90. So I paid $2.45 for this. Unfortunately, the men's chaps don't really sell as well as the women's chaps, and I don't know why that is. I may just do these later because I hate to have y'all waiting. But y'all are working, right? Kimberly, are you working or are you watching the baby? I need to come see you. I need to come spend a day with you. I'm off Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Completely off. Isn't that awesome? But Monday's my sourcing day. 4XB, which is a big 4X men's chaps. Just to let you see it's a long sleeve, which is it? Yeah, long sleeve, which is very unusual for me. And I don't like them because I have to check button, 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 and if they're roll tab, another button. So that's 4 buttons on each sleeve. So that's 8 buttons. And then if it's button down collar, that's more. So that's 10 buttons. And then I have to check all the buttons all the way down. And if I miss one, I have to throw it away because I don't have any extra buttons. I don't sew buttons. So therefore I don't like the long sleeves. There's my soapbox. It's not plus I got to button them all, but I use my buttoner. So if y'all haven't gotten a buttoner, I have in my description, there is an affiliate link for this buttoner. It is amazing if you have arthritis or if you button a lot of things, and also has a zipper pull. I use the zipper pull for pulling out stitches because I don't have an stitch puller. And so sometimes I'll use this to pull out stitches. I'll just cut the stitches, like something's been basted. I'll cut it with the scissors and then I'll use the zipper pull part to get them out. I just haven't invested in a unstitcher, however you call it, stitch remover. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm nervous. I'm always nervous on lives. Always feel rushed. Always feel like y'all are going, hurry up, Beth, get that freaking staple out. All right, Mark Echo 4XLT. I don't know if this Echo is the same as Echo Unlimited. I have no idea. I sell Echo Limited or Unlimited or whatever it is, but they don't go for much. But again, that's not my point with the men's shirts. My point is to get them in the store, and then they bundle other shirts, and that seems to work. So that's a really pretty pattern. It's got a pocket. And I may have talked about this before, and Tammy, I don't know if you've heard me before. So this shirt only has one pocket, all right? So in the title, I put pocket, singular. And then in the features, I don't hit pockets because I've had people before say, well, you said it had pockets and it's only got one pocket. So I put it in the title. And then in my description, I write one pocket. So that when I do my AI description, it doesn't pull up the word pockets. You don't want to mislead people thinking that they've got 2 pockets when they've only got one, right? Learn that. They didn't return it because it had one pocket. They just said, hey, I thought this had multiple pockets and it only had one. So luckily they didn't give me bad feedback or anything. It's just the littlest things, right? That I'm being very passive aggressive with that customer that I was talking about the other day, the one that she talked, she wanted me to take the shipping down, and I said no, because it cost me the same to ship whether you pay this or that. And then I said, just make an offer and think about the shipping. Keep the shipping in mind when you make the offer. Okay, made the offer. I accepted. Then she says, I can't use the coupon. So then I had to go back and forth with her trying to tell her, look, you can't use the coupon. It's an offer, blah, blah, blah. Well, how do I find the coupon? I said, you can't use the coupon. Finally, she goes, well, how much do I owe you? I said, well, just go to checkout. eBay will tell you how much you owe me. Okay. And then she never paid. And I guess it's one of those that stays listed because it's not in my awaiting payment. She said, I can't pay till Wednesday or something like that. Well, you knew that when you bought it. That pisses me off. So I blocked her. And then I ended the listing, and it's still in my ended items. She said, I can't pay till Wednesday. So today's Wednesday. So today when she goes in her cart and tries to pay for it, it's not going to be there. Now, she's going to message me. Am I going to ignore the message, or am I going to lie and say it sold to somebody else? Or I don't know what I'm going to say. I may just not answer her. But in the passive aggressive part of me wants to say, oh, it probably sold to someone else. In other words, you waited too long to pay. If they don't pay me and they don't say anything, I don't block them, because a lot of people make offers in the middle of the night. They forget to check their emails. They don't remember to pay. But it's the people that say, I bought this item and I didn't have the money. Will you please wait and kindly wait for me to pay? Well, I don't have a choice, people. eBay gives you 96 days whether I want you to or not, unless you got caught in that thing where you have to pay ahead of time. So I don't know. I don't know why it's not showing up in my awaited payments. It says I accepted the offer. So I don't know. eBay is a conundrum to me. Roundtree York 3XT. Now, Roundtree sells really well for me. I might get about $15 to $17.99 for that shirt, plus shipping. I used to sell those years ago, and they weren't really big sellers, but they are now. Foundry is my favorite. It's not, I don't get a lot, but they don't stay. So I will get a 2X Foundry. I might even get a 1X Foundry if it's really nice, but this happens to be a 3X Foundry. I found a couple of new with tags Foundries. These don't stick around long at all. Foundry. Men love them. I don't know anything about them, but yeah. I did have a new with tags shirt that had a spot on the back, it almost looked like a cigarette burn, but it didn't go all the way through. So, but that's the color of it, kind of. But it wasn't a burn. It was just a spot, and it wasn't a spot like I could get it out. Let's see. Watching the baby who is currently crawling across the house chasing a ball. Let me know when is a good day in the next few weeks. Miss you, friend. Well, any Wednesday or Thursday is my best day, where I could just come out there, hang out, spend some time with you and the baby. I want him to get to where he recognizes me. That would be my goal. We did find out that the 6th grandchild will be born the week of Thanksgiving. So it's questionable whether or not I will be here for Thanksgiving. I don't know. I want to get back because I want to spend Thanksgiving with Janya and my parents. So I wouldn't think they would take a baby on Thanksgiving, but I don't know. I doubt it. Hopefully Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, right? St. John's Bay 3X. Again, St. John's Bay sells really well in the women's for me, but not so much in the men's. And that kind of surprises me. But they don't, it'll sell. Just not for a lot. Okay, yeah, these are all men's. Sorry, guys, y'all are having to look at men's shirts, but maybe you're learning a little bit about how I'm doing men's shirts. So if they're a 3XL or lower in the men's, I put them on my male mannequin. And then if they're 4XL or up, which I said I have some as high as 7XL, I hang them on a hanger. Otherwise, they just eat my mannequin up and they look horrible. Here's a 6XL St. John's Bay. So being that is a 6XL, and I love the colors in that. Look at that. My 6XL shirts, I have some guys that's all they come for is the 6XL. They must be, I guess they're just not that many people sell them. I don't know. All right, here's something that's not men's. Ooh, this is kind of, what in the world is this thing? Oh, this is a negligent, I mean, a cami that's kind of clear. Let me call it translucent. Can't think of sheer. Can't think. I'm so nervous. Secret Treasures 2X. This is really kind of, this is a sleek cami. I think it was when I was over there. That's when I was thinking about, man, maybe I should start thinking about some lingerie. I don't know. This was marked $7 originally. I don't know why. Value Village is so inconsistent. They'll have the same shirt side by side, and one will be $10 and one will be $3. And then when you take it up to the register and you say, ma'am, these are same shirt, same size, can I have it for the $3? And they're like, nope. It's like, why? St. John's Bay again, 3XL. I don't know. I just wasn't going to turn them down. Because when I go to my honey hole, I either get 0 men's shirts or I find a bunch of them. There's so many men's shirts and they don't put them together in the big men's unless it's an employee who just happens to think about doing it. And when I hit it big over there, I hit it big. I hit a whole section, but some days I go in there and I can't find one, and I spend like 30 minutes searching for a 3XL and up. I'm like, this is a waste of time. So I'm not going there first anymore. That's like my last stop when I leave. Aria, that's another one. I've had people tell me, I love Aria sleepwear. So I got it. It's a large. It will still sell. It's a 2-piece set. And that's another one I've had people say, that's my favorite sleepwear. Aria, very soft. They're known for very soft nightgowns, and man, it's getting hot in here. I am finally getting my first grandchild, due on December 14th. So excited. Congratulations, Carol. I guess they don't know what it is yet, huh? Because we don't know what ours is, and that one's born in November. That's awesome. You're gonna love it. Do they live close by to where you'll be able to visit? Okay, here's a robe, and I think I got 2 robes, and I didn't look them over very well because they've got these sashes and they're tied real tight. And I would have had to untie the sash, and I get time for that, you know. And I was in there 2 hours, and so it was $560 original, $250. So I paid $280. Carol Hockman, here's another one. Large, extra large. Carol Hockman was one of the first items that I sold in my YouTube when I used to have the plus size clothing sales. Carol Hockman usually sold in those sales. I don't know if I will ever do another YouTube sale, maybe, but it was a lot of work. And it took up plate. I had to like store it until the sale, and I wanted to list it, you know. But this is a really cute robe. Little red roses, I guess you would say. I don't know. Those aren't roses, but they're cute. Don't know if it has pockets or anything. It's just the sash is keeping me from. So I don't know how many of you were watching the other day. I talked about I fell on Monday right in the morning. First thing it did was my light. My light is square. My photography lights. And I guess I hit the cord, and it hit me over my eye right here. I was really lucky it didn't cut me because it was on the edge. Man, that hurt like heck. And then about 10 minutes later, I don't know how I did it, but I guess I got my pajama top, my pajama pants cuff maybe hit the cord, and I went flying across the room, and I ended up over by the Z-rack, and dang, I was cussing. I couldn't get up, and I just broke that nail. And I was mad. I was mad, and I couldn't get up because I hit my knee, and I was afraid to get up on my knee on the tile. And so, God, yesterday I was so sore. Tuesday I was so sore from that fall. But that was not my worst fall. But I've been so lucky with falls because I don't drink milk. So I'm sure my bones are not awesome. And the whole time I'm laying there, I'm thinking, how am I going to ship tonight? That's all I could think about. How am I going to ship tonight? I don't know. All right, this is a 3X, another St. John's Bay. Boy, they were just plentiful, weren't they? I don't know. Maybe if I have a lot to choose from, they'll sell. What in the world? I don't even remember this. I was just there. This looks like a clown suit. What the heck? I left a lot of things there. I did. I was very picky. All right, what is this thing? I think it has a hood. Yeah, it has a hood. There's the pattern. Cuddle Duds, large. So I think this would be a swim cover up, but I could be wrong. Cuddle Duds is hit and miss for me, and I think I can find this on their website and find the name of this piece. Even though I found it in the pajama section, I think it's probably a swim cover up, maybe. I don't know many people who wear hoods to bed, so I was obviously in the wrong place. I was surprised they didn't have any monkey when I was there. All right, another Carol Hockman size extra large robe. It's pretty much like the other one. It may be like the other one. Well, the other one has a white background, and that one has like a cream background. So that's the same pattern. This is marked down to $270. This is wild. If they just mark them at a decent price, they would save themselves so much trouble going and remarking everything. Don't you think? George 3XL. I'll just show you the pattern. They're about 20. Why won't it show it? Minutes drive from you. Well, that's good. Did anybody get a sale during the show? Let me go ahead and play you a Juju song because I'm going to be getting off here pretty soon to work. And I want to send out some Juju for you guys. Maybe in the next few minutes somebody will make a sale. I just made a sale right before I came on, and I don't know what it was. I've already hit my my amount today, so anything else to me is gravy. Secret Treasures extra large, and I typically make a lot of my sales while I'm sleeping. This is cute as can be. This should not have any trouble selling. This XOXO little pajama set pants. That's cute. Too bad it's not Valentine's Day. I will put Valentine's Day on it too. I listed a little while ago a Buc-ee's Valentine's Day 2024 t-shirt size 4X. It's so adorable. It doesn't say Valentine's Day on it, but I put Valentine's Day on it because that was obviously what they promoted it for. That should sell. Another 2-piece set. This one was marked down all the way to $260 for 2 pieces. Okay, this is Gabriel Intimates 1X. I have never sold that brand before. So this is what the top looks like. And then the pants are pretty blah. They're just plain. I don't know about that, but I think I got one more here. Oh, 2 more, maybe. Yeah. I'll be working for the next 2 hours. I've got 3 more shirts to list, and then I'm going to go start inventorying another section, I think, of my store. Finally finished the stripe section. God, it took me the whole month because I didn't have power, so a lot of that stuff should have been listed, you know. All right. PD&C, never heard of this brand before. This men's shirt, gray. It's got the shoulder straps on it. Really nice looking shirt. I don't know if it feels well made. To me, it feels well made, but don't go by me because it could be a really cheapo brand. So I don't know what kind of topics you guys are interested in. I'm going to probably have my shipping live stream Sunday. If you can think of any questions that you have for me, either put them in the chat, or if you're watching later, put them in the comments below. Like if you say, like, how do you price your items? Can you show us how you set your sales? Can you show us how, you know, whatever you want to know? That would help me because I always have trouble coming up with a topic. Not that I have to have a topic. I mean, some Sunday nights I have quite a bit to ship, and it would be great, I guess, to just get right into shipping. But I always like to bring some value to the show. So, and I am almost to 1,000 subscribers. So if you know anyone who's not subscribed, if you want to mention my channel, I'd love that. Canyon Ridge 4XL. I've sold that before. I don't know how much for, but it's, I almost thought that was a hole, but it's not. It's a loop, one of those loops in the back. So anyway, that plus about 30 shirts is what I got for $2.60 each. I don't know what y'all think how you think I did, but I won't be going back until I get another half off coupon. Okay, we already did that. Have to head out. Baby's due for a nap. Absolutely. Give him a hug from his Aunt Beth. All right, well, I'm going to get off here and finish listing these 3 shirts, guys. And I hope that you will join me Sunday night for my live shipping show. That's my plan, is to have it. And I hope you all have a beautiful day. Great sales. Don't forget, we are all in this business boat together, so paddle on. May God keep you in his pocket. Bye.